Be smart.
We got jokes today, right? Bob's from Las Vegas. That's why I like him. So Bob is in payroll. I'll let you do your title because I don't know exactly.
Title's meaningless. I manage Nevada, New Mexico, and Arizona. I recently moved from Vegas, though. I now live in Denver.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
So, and you'll hear more about how we contribute to the customer experience and risk management and team member experience and growth once he gives me 5 minutes to share those things.
Awesome. You guys all know Amos, district manager. Does everybody know Desiree? No? Okay, Desiree is now our new payroll rep for West. She took over for Alberto starting a couple weeks ago?
Yes.
Like that? Okay. Mm-hmm. So she'll be handling all of our payroll transactions going forward. And then everybody else knows Cheryl as well, correct? All right. So I'm gonna turn it over to Bob. Bob's here to help us with our huddle this morning, and
sure. And I'll be brief. You know, we've come a long way in the last 4 months, and typically you hear how we help customers with our 100% tax liability, and all that really means is, you know, April 15th in a couple of days, you all are going to be doing your personal income tax returns, right? If you haven't done it already, right? Well, a business owner has to do 13 different tax returns to 4 different agencies here in New Mexico. So before you used to hear me talk about how we offer that 100% tax liability, or in the past you've probably heard Alberto talk about with our customers we have a 90-day money-back guarantee. You know, I thought about this morning when I ordered my breakfast. I can't have any dairy or grain or carbs, etc., and it came out with butter, so I had to send it back. So imagine if you've ever purchased something, taking it back after 90 days and getting your money back is pretty unheard of. The Wells Fargo payroll offers that, so you've probably heard us talk about that in the past. Or you've probably heard us talk about how seamlessly efficient our payroll is because it's done right from their online banking. But the era has changed, and it's more about how we can help customers in terms of their customer experience, help you all with your team member experience, protect our risk, and grow. So from a customer experience standpoint, shame on us payroll partners for never mentioning when a customer is onboarding, how we impact that experience. We help that customer not only onboard, which really means make the sale, but after we get that customer or make the sale, what we do behind the scenes is really remarkable. We go back out to that customer and sit hip to hip to help them process their first payroll. Now, if customers are like me, if the significant other tells me to take out the trash, it usually takes her a couple more times for her to tell me before it really sinks in. Customers might be like me, so we don't just help them process that payroll and then leave them. The next thing that we do is we get them enrolled into our instructor-led class. It's going to help them learn the ins and outs of our system, and to impact that customer experience, we're even going to give them $25 credit towards their invoice. So you may say, wow, you help them process their payroll, you get them into a class, that's pretty good. But from an impact to the customer experience, we don't stop there. We've never mentioned to you all that we go back out and visit our customers 30 days later because they've signed up for our HR human resource product, which allows them to get their handbooks, their posters, and some forms. Then we go back out there another 30 days, so now we're 60 days later, and we're helping our customers make sure that their employees have access to do their check stubs online. And then that 90-day visit, it's really up to whatever we haven't covered during that first initial visit that started our relationship. Afterwards, you probably have seen a bunch of letters come back from our customers. Now these are good letters. These are letters from our customers saying how great their experience has been, how they were doing payroll before, what they like about working with Desiree, and why they will refer Wells Fargo payroll. Those in the real world are called testimonial letters. So we help our customers onboard, we get them properly trained, we visit them 30, 60, 90 days, and as a result, they testify to their experience with a testimonial letter. And typically I send those out to the market. Second is you're probably asking, all right, well that's good for the customer experience, but as a team member, I'm also a vital part of that experience, right? Right? Now that I've converted you to all Rebels fans, you want to know how I'm going to. Well, the first way that we contribute to the team member experience is doing stuff like this, the branch huddles. Now, certainly I know if you're like me, as soon as I walk out the door, you're only going to remember one thing, and that one thing is what? You and
Everyone's a
the
Lobo.
Rebels.
Everyone's a Lobo.
How do we help our customer with the team member or with the customer experience? So the second part of what we do is team member development. And that's where Desiree is going to sit down at the direction of the branch manager, and maybe it's with an e-com. Maybe it's with side-by-side calling our existing payroll customers so that you can hear some of the things that they really like about our service. Maybe it's helping. When I met you, you were a banker. Now you've grown. Maybe we have another banker that wants to teach others. So we'll work with that team member to help them teach others about not just payroll, but some of our ancillary partner products. As a result from that, growing yourselves, we hope that maybe you own it one day. So that's how we impact the team member experience. It's really through education. Now we're all in the risk management business, and the branch manager will tell you that's really important. So you may be wondering, well, how does Wells Fargo payroll contribute to that risk management? Well, it's real simple. Average penalty for our business customers ranges between $600 and $800 when they make a mistake on one of those 13 tax returns or one of those 26 payroll tax deposits to different agencies, or messing up on the W-2s. And when there is an error, that's a risk for us to potentially lose that customer to go find another solution. So whether a customer joins our service or not, because I never care about the outcome, from a risk management standpoint, we ensure that our customers know all their available options to protect them from the risk of the IRS. Now the other thing is, not too often, but every now and then we see an SBP is not matching up with the customer Secretary of State. And Mother Wells has asked us to do a better job of when we see those inconsistencies, bring those up to the branch manager. And then the last thing from a risk management, you'll always see a team member locking up their computer, just in case Mother Wells comes in and says, hey, that's a no-no, and that impacts the branch. So that's for risk management. Well, I don't know about you all, but I'm a shareholder. How many of you all are shareholders? All right? When I go into Starbucks, I own some of that stock too. I get as much stuff as I can, because I'm hoping that's going to impact my Starbucks stock. Well, I'm hoping that my Wells Fargo stock continues to grow, because this is a growth business. So how are we going to help contribute to that growth? You may not know this, but Wells Fargo customers that have payroll have a higher retention than retail customers without payroll. In fact, oftentimes customers will have their funding account from payroll at a different financial institution. So now we can bring that funding to Wells Fargo because it's all underneath one roof now. And then confidentially, I can't tell you, I've been doing this for 21 years. I know I don't look 21 years old. Don't pray. Fool you. I see oftentimes where customers want to either expand because they know how to make a great pizza, or I see customers that make a great pizza but can't make payroll. Those lending opportunities, we're at the forefront, we're in the trenches, and we can bring those opportunities back to the retail branch. So I wanted to keep this underneath 5 minutes, so hopefully you can see how we impact our customer experience with how we walk them through that payroll, which results in the testimonial letter. How we're going to impact your growth through knowledge, trainings like this, through ECODs, and helping a team member teach other team members risk management and growth. With that, I'll turn it back to you.
Thanks, Bob. Very good.